Shaun White's Snow League is here. And what does the heck does it mean for snowboarding? It's another one for you. That's another mind bender, right? What does it mean? Access Media TV, Brad J with you. Subscribe, like, turn on notifications. Let's get it going. Is this good for snowboarding? Shaun White having his own league? That's like I could take my ball and I'll go somewhere else. No, I don't mean it like that. But is it good for snowboarding? Right? Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal on that one. Of course it is. Here's why it's a good thing. Because he's a snowboarder making events for fellow snowboarders. So he's trying to make it more entertaining, more competition style, just a little bit better, just not the same old where you might get 16 guys, top 4 advance, yada, yada, yada. That's usually how the breakdown is. So anytime you got a guy who's been in it or a girl who's been in it on that level for so many years, you got to trust what they're putting together. And I've read the format. I've studied the format, and I feel like the format's solid. So Shaun White wants to make a whole new competition, and he did one so far. That was last year at Aspen. Here's a shot of him at X Games. This is, I think, I want to say somewhere 04, 05, maybe 06. I'm not sure. Yes, that is me to the left right there. I wish I still had that Oakley jacket. That thing was pretty fresh, as you can see. So Shaun White, mixing things up a little bit here. And he's wanting to do his own thing. And you got to give him credit for it, of course. You know, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do your own thing? You've been doing this for a while now. So Yuto Totsuka leads the Snow League in their World Championship standings ahead of Event 2 in China. So he is your guy right now. And they got plans for 3 more events. 3 more events coming up on the Snow League for Shaun White, and that is going to be Yunding, Snow Park in China, December 4th through the 6th. Aspen, February 27th to the 28th. That's going to be after the Olympics, which is crazy to think on how that's going to work out. And Locke, Switzerland, March 19th through the 21st on my birthday. I don't think Shaun planned that, but that's how that thing is lining up. So that's how it's going to go. And that's how it's looking right there. So Yuto is your leader so far. Here is the tickets are now on sale, and they're on sale for the February event for in Aspen. That's going to be Buttermilk. So that's the exact same place where the World Cups are going to be held in January. That's where X Games is going to be held. So it's going to be the same slopestyle. I mean, they'll fix it up and change it a bit. But the Halfpipe, obviously the Super Pipe is going to be the same out there as well. So who's who? Who's coming out there and who's competing? So many different competitors, and some aren't. Chloe Kim not in the mix. Scotty James not in the mix. But here are some of the ones that we were talking about. Competing in the Snow League, including Guinness Book World Record holder, highest half-pipe bear, Kaishu Hirano. He made the worldwide headlines. He blasted that big old boost, 24 feet, 4 inches. I'm not going to do the meters. I am not a Canadian or a European. I did that in the half-pipe. X Games gold medalist, 3-time Crystal Globe winner. Yuto Totsuka will come armed. That dude's got the triple cork 14s. He's got all kinds of stuff. And I love this, the Korean dude. Koreans, Shaun Lee, the youngest FIS world champion, 2023. He's 16 years old. So 17, getting up there. He recently made history. He landed the first triple cork 16 in the half-pipe. We haven't seen that. That's something that he's done. And we've seen the progression and the slopestyle side of things. But that's the guys that you're looking at that are going to be coming up. So it's going to be a solid thing there. Here's a little bit more highlight on Aspen and what it's all about. It's going to be 2 full days. Snowboard halfpipe. It's at Buttermilk, the same mountain, like I said, same halfpipe. Basically the same slopestyle course as X Games. They'll change that, modify that a little bit, I'm sure. That's going to be Friday, March 7th, all 36 athletes. And March 8th, finals day, 8 men, women vying for the podium day is going to head-to-head competition. Okay, here's the deal. Let's talk about that, the competition side of things. So here's where it's different. So if you have, 32 competitors, you'll break that up, and it could be 2 heats of 16, and then the top 4 would qualify or something like that, or top 5, whatever that number would be, and they'd combine them together, and then you'd have a final heat of 10. So what they have done differently, why it's a little bit more innovative, why it's a little different, and making it just maybe more entertaining. I mean, until we watch it and see it happen. 4 heats of 5. And then the ones that are highest on the point list, they get put into their different heats. And anyone who's not high on the point list, they get a random draw to find out where they go. Okay. Now, it's normal. You get 2 runs, and the highest run's going to count. So that's normal at that point. Okay. It gets a little, it changes up a little bit for the finals. All right. The winner of the heats go to the finals. So if you win out of those 4 heats with 5, the winner straight up goes right to the finals, doesn't have to deal with anything, and that's 5 people in the finals immediately there. So LCQ will take 8 people into the LCQ and send 4 back in to compete to make in the final. So you're not out just by losing right off the bat, and being that it becomes head-to-head at some point. The deal is each athlete's going to get 3 runs in the finals, and here's where it gets crazy. They have to drop in on both the right wall and the left wall, but they get 3 runs, and your best 2 runs will count. So that's how it is. I like the idea. I think it's a good idea for them doing what they're doing on that and changing it up. Changing it up a little bit, I think, is something that they should do, and they did. So you got to like that he's going to make it a little different. And once people, say, is this, just another competition? But I think when you break it up into 4 heats of 5, I think there's a little bit less pressure. You got that number 1 spot you want to be. So you have to beat 4 people in your heat. But just by doing that day, that brings you in to a situation where you're going right to the finals. And then you can still work your way back. Even if you lose in the heat, you go to an LCQ, as they were called the last chance qualifier. And there you go. So tickets are on sale for the Aspen event, February 27th. 28th is where that's going to be at Buttermilk Mountain. So you can get those tickets in advance. Here's the deal. Go to snowleague.com, but here's how they're doing it. $50 is going to be the price of a ticket. Right now, if you're a Colorado resident, it's going to be half price, so $25. And you'll get some good viewing. You'll definitely get some good viewing out there. So that's what's going on with that. So Shaun White Snow League, I'll tell you right now, I like the idea of it. I think that he's got the riders back. It comes from a rider's perspective, not like X Games doesn't or any other event doesn't, but he's trying to mix it up. He's trying to freshen it up. And by doing it like that and having the 4 heats of 5 and having a last chance qualifier and giving 3 runs and also having to hit the right and the left wall in the finals, I like that. All things that shows you're going to be pretty much consistent of a rider. So good stuff. So I'm going to prove that. Snowleague.com for more information on that. Brad J with you. That's going to do it. Subscribe, like, turn on the notification. It's a brand new show, but we're going to keep throwing them out there. The content, keep it coming in and out. So that's going to do it for me. Always, as you go through the day, think about that snowboarding, dropping in on some peaks, and I'll see you on the hill, huh?